everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and I don't have makeup on. My hair needs to be washed. I actually just like completely chopped it so it's not even or anything, but I just wanted to sit down and talk for a minute because I'm having like a YouTube crisis of sorts. On the one hand, like I want to post my videos and make everything happy-go-lucky and be like an escape, because I know like right now with the state of the world and all things going to crap, it really just helps to have something to escape to. But at the same time, it feels so disingenuous to just put up like super happy things. Oh, Livy's driving up, so it might be loud, but it just feels kind of disingenuous to post these happy things and just not talk about the state of the world. And so I'm kind of conflicted about where I want to go. I had posted all those vlogs up until now. They were all pre-scheduled way back in May. I don't have any vlogs up that are like anywhere near current, and we're going into July right now. So they were scheduled because of my laptop having issues. I did get it repaired and it seems to be working, so I'm back to like trying to film and edit videos. I'm going through the vlog footage now with a different lens. Like, this pandemic is getting more serious. Austin is in a hot spot, so now I'm like super serious about the pandemic. We were staying at home anyway. Johnny's been working at home anyway, but it just seems like things are getting way more real. The economy's kind of scary right now. Unemployment's scary right now. I'm pro Black Lives Matter, but the protests and all that stuff is getting kind of scary as well. Now they're coming inside, so you're gonna hear them. Okay, so they came back. It's just too hot outside right now for them to be out, but I just crossed my legs. So it just feels like we need that escape. So I am gonna try my best to like post some happy-go-lucky stuff, but I'm gonna kind of keep it real too. When I'm feeling kind of bogged down by things, I kind of want to share that too. It's one part like real life and sharing, and one part trying to be uplifting. It's hard to do both. It's hard to be genuine in the state of things right now when sometimes you just want to like pull your hair out. Like, especially, I'm sure you guys can relate. I've got 2 kids at home and Johnny's home working from home all the time, and sometimes it's just like I want to escape for a little while and have some me time. And that's what this is right now. Stella is sleeping right now, so this is my like me time, time to hang out by myself and just get a little bit of a breather between both kids being home 24/7. So yeah, I may lose followers for some things I'm saying in this video because some of the things are controversial, even though I feel like they shouldn't be, but I'm definitely pro Black Lives Matter. I've looked into some ways that we can help some of the movements. I don't condone the violence, of course, but I understand on some level people's desperation. Like, I cannot even imagine, because I know when my kids go out in the world, they're going to be safe. They're going to be safe from police, and some people don't have that luxury, and it just boggles my mind that this is even an issue. It's 2020, this shouldn't be an issue. I feel for people, and I feel how desperate people must be right now, and it's just not okay. And I'm also not 100% for defunding the police. I think police are very important, and so it's just like I'm somewhere in between the extremism. There's so much extremism, and I want to be somewhere in the middle. Definitely pro Black Lives Matter, because everybody deserves the same level of safety and privilege that I feel like my family has gotten, and that's where I have some disconnect because I'm so far removed from where some people are, and I just don't understand where they are because I have so much privilege, and like I'm sitting in our brand new house that we built, and I feel incredibly blessed and incredibly thankful, but I know we're privileged. Like, we went to college, no problem. Our parents helped us pay for college. We walked out without even debt, and I know how blessed I am, and I never try to take that for granted. And part of me like not wanting to post a whole lot is I know people are struggling. Unemployment's crazy, and I don't want to come off as like, ooh, look at us, our stuff is so wonderful, because that's never my intention. My intention is never to brag. My intention is to like uplift and share, and I go back and I treasure the vlogs. I treasure looking at those videos of my kids, and that brings me to another topic that's like bogging me down. It's just hard to walk a line of what I want to share and what I don't want to share. And I've told you guys multiple times I've kind of taken a step back from what I share personally about the kids. I post them in videos here and there, but I don't share details. We don't share medical things. We don't share intimate details. I am very careful about how much I show. Like, I make sure that they're clothed, and if not, I block them off. Like, that's a challenge for them being home 24/7. Olivia doesn't like to wear clothes. It makes it really hard to film anything. And also it makes it really hard to film anything when they're home 24/7. And Johnny's having meetings, so I have to be quiet some of the time. And Stella will not let me like film things. Like, she's all over me all the time. And Libby will have independent time sometimes, but it's just hard. We're home 24/7, we're together 24/7, and I don't get a whole lot of time to come in here and do things like this. I also don't have a lot of energy for it. I'm just kind of bogged down, and I have been doing Animal Crossing as much as humanly possible. It's my escape, and I want to make more of this also part of my escape too, getting back to the editing when my laptop has been in and out of being shipped twice and being repaired twice. It was hard not having that outlet, and I've changed to other things. I've changed to playing the video game more because I just haven't had the editing capabilities available. So I'm more getting back into that as something that I do as a creative outlet. It's really enjoyable for me. But also I want to talk about some YouTube stuff. I really feel bogged down by the whole Stauffer situation. I'm not going to talk about it much. They rehomed their adopted son after a couple of years, and it's just absolutely disgusting. Just, that's all I can really say about it. I have no words to describe how little I think of these people and how disgusting I think what they did is. And it just shines a light on the really dark, insidious side of family vlogging. And I just don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to even come across like that at all posting my videos. Like, I'm trying not to do that. I'm definitely not trying to exploit my children. I'm trying to give them privacy, and I'm also trying to share my life. And it's really hard to share my life without sharing the kids at all, because they are my life, you know? They are everything to me. And it's hard to walk the line of what I can share and can't share. And it also is hard to walk the line of exploitation. Like, they can't consent. Even when Olivia wants to be in the videos, like, she will go put clothes on to be in my videos. Even when she wants to do that, she's only 5 years old, so she really can't consent to much because she's only 5, and I just don't want to put too much out there. So I'm walking that line as well, and especially with building the house and buying the house and having a new baby, it's a really exciting time for us, and it's stuff I want to share. I want to be able to go back to those videos and cherish those memories. So I do want to put them out to some degree, but I'm really, really cognizant of how much I'm putting the kids out there. And I've done this before where I've privated all my past vlogs. I worry about how much I'm putting out. And so I'm really trying to take a step back from sharing the kids quite so much. Especially, I got really excited with the new house and stuff and shared quite a bit, and it's all happy memories, and I love that I have those, and I love that I've shared those with you guys. But at the same time, there's a line, and I want to make sure I'm not crossing that line. So I'm just really, like I said, I'm going to be really cognizant of sharing them. And then again, it's really freaking hard to vlog when they're home 24/7. So it's like, if I post anything, it's gonna have kids in it because they're home and I can't get around it. So it's just somewhere where I'm struggling to know what to post. I'm struggling to know how much to post. I'm struggling to film and edit anything because my computer's been having problems. Now at least that part has been solved, so I can actually edit again. But like, I want to do some in the kitchen videos. I don't have a good time for that because there's 3 people home 24/7. When it was Olivia in school and Johnny at work, I would have nap times to film, and I was really productive during those times. I was filming a bunch, and then everything got shut down, and I'm at home with the kids, and filming's just on the back burner because I just can't. I physically have no chance to do it. So I have plans, but I don't know when they can go up. I've been trying to work around the kids, thinking, oh, everything's gonna get better, things are going to improve, and they'll send Johnny back to work and Olivia can go back to school in the fall, and it's probably not happening at this point. And if the school district here decides to send the kids back and they don't offer a 100% at-home option, we're going to homeschool her at least for the next year because I don't want her in germ factory. I just think that's asking for trouble. And again, it's going to be a controversial view, but I feel like the more we can prevent the spread and the slower we can make it happen, the better off we will be. And it just shows how bad it was opening up the Texas economy, opening everything back up, because now we're a hotspot and the numbers are just insane. So I'm not ready to send her back into that. And I know kids don't get it as much or as severely for the most part, but then she's gonna come home and bring it to us, and I have a baby to take care of. So I'm really trying not to get super sick. I'm really trying to prevent that. We're at home. We don't go out very much. We used to go out to eat once or twice a week. That's not happening. We order takeout some, but it's just very different. Like, part of my vlogs was us going about our day, having a normal life, and everything's not normal for most people now. My best friend's texting me, but that's part of it. Moving forward, what I can post, I'm thinking about doing some Animal Crossing videos, and I do have this, but I don't have a way to like really screen record very well. So I'm thinking of using my overhead mount and seeing how it goes for like a test video, because I want to show you guys my island. It is a 5-star island, and I'm kind of proud of it because I put so many hours into it. But it's been a really good escape, and I really enjoy that part of it. I really enjoyed that a lot. I also am starting to scrapbook a little bit. I made one scrapbook layout, which I'll share on my scrapbook channel coming up. I have a full scrapbook room tour I still need to edit. I filmed it and never got it edited when my computer went to crap. But now the computer's back, so I can get back into some things. But it's like, I don't know what I can film at night, or what I can film when Olivia has a little independent time and Stella's taking a nap, and they overlap. But it's hard. That like leaves me an hour to an hour and a half to myself a day. And what I want to do is I want to sit on my butt and play my game. I don't want to do a whole lot. And also going into that, we have some house problems. We love the house so much, but there are quite a few things. One of the things I talked about in I got my computer back vlog, and I sat down and I was feeding Stella and talking to the camera, so I won't get into it too much, but we're having problems. Things are going to be out of order, but basically like our countertops are supposed to be quartzite, like the most durable, strongest countertop that you can get. And we've had problems with them basically from the start, and it turns out they're marble. They lied to us. The design center told us that it's quartzite. On our contract paperwork, it says level 4 granite, so we paid like up high on this level to get this countertop, and it feels so frivolous like talking about this with everything going on in the world, but this is like our main problem is house problems, and I'm really blessed that that is our main problem right now. But it feels kind of petty talking about it, but at the same time, dang it, I paid for this stuff. Like, we paid a lot of money for this, and they put in marble, and marble's like marble is the touchiest, most finicky countertop, softest, easiest countertop to mess up, and that's what we have all over our kitchen. That's what we have all over our master bathroom, and I want it replaced. I want it ripped out, and I want them to replace it and give us what it says in our contract, which is level 4 granite. So I'm expecting them to make it right, and we're going around in circles. All these builders do the same stuff where they won't make things right, and this is the one where they've bent over backwards and done everything right up till this point. Like, they sent a bigwig to come look at our house and look at our countertops, and now they're trying to backtrack and say they don't even sell granite, or not granite. They were trying to tell us they don't even sell quartzite. Like, he walks into the house and he's like, do you have any paperwork that says quartzite on it? And I was like, no, but I don't have paperwork that says marble either. And he's like, yeah, but we don't even sell quartzite. And we're like, are you effing kidding me? Like, I almost lost my stuff. I went off on him a little bit. I was polite, but very firm. Like, you gotta be effing kidding me here that you're saying you don't even sell quartzite, because that's funny. Somebody lied to us and sold us quartzite, and then it turns out it's marble because you guys lied to us about it, and they're trying to pull this off like we picked out marble. Like, you guys can see back before we were building, like in my videos, I've talked about quartzite for months and months, and it's supposed to be quartzite, and it's not. It was mislabeled, and I don't know who mislabeled it, and I don't even care. I don't care how we got lied to. I do have emails previous where I'm going back and forth and getting all those estimates, and I say quartzite and she says quartzite in those emails way back before we even contracted on the house. I know they called it quartzite. I would have never picked marble in a billion years. I've got 2 small kids and I use my kitchen all the time. I would have never, ever, ever picked something I have to baby. And so I get really heated talking about this because they are flat out trying to tell me that that's what we picked. And I absolutely know for a fact we would never have picked a marble. We got duped, and I'm really upset about this. And our contract says level 4 granite. It does not say marble, so they can't say that we ever said marble. None of my emails in the past say anything about marble except the marble look tiles that we picked out. It's the only mention of marble I have in all of my emails and all of my notes. And I have notes from the open house I went to. I told you guys this whole saga, if you followed the house saga, before we contracted, I went to their open house. I got prices from the sales lady so we could estimate and make sure that we could afford the house within my budget. And they told me quartzite that day. It's in their model kitchen in the design center. It's the same countertop I'm supposed to have. And they told me it was quartzite. And I have it in my written notes, in my planner, like my iPad planner, that they called it quartzite. It just gets me really peeved off. You guys know I'm super triggered about things, and now we know what we have in our contract says level 4 granite, and they better dang honor our contract because you know how the whole saga went before. But I'm just really triggered by this, and so they need to replace our countertops and give us what we paid for, because we paid a lot of money, and the marble that we got is not an expensive marble. Like the quartzite we were paying for was expensive, so we got overcharged for what we actually ended up getting, and it's just a poop show. And so we're going back and forth about that right now, and I'm trying not to get too angry, but things in the background like that, like I don't want to post my house because I'm peeved off about my countertops, and they're coming to stain our grout. They're doing a test spot Monday, and then they're going to come stain the grout Friday. So like our grout's the wrong color, they're gonna fix that, but they won't replace our countertops, where they blatantly lied to us about it. And whether it was intentional or not, it's on them to fix it, because it's not in our contract, it's not what we picked. Our last email from the main guy saying they're not gonna replace them because what we have is what we picked out. And technically, like, yeah, that's the countertop I picked out, but the only reason we picked it was because we were told it was quartzite and it was stronger and less porous than granite. It's supposed to be the best of the best. It's the most expensive option of natural stone. I'm not comparing it to quartz, the man-made countertops, but it's the most expensive, best, hardest, most durable, less porous, natural countertop you can get. And it's premium. We paid a premium price for it, and they gave us marble, and that's disgusting. It already looks completely like crap. Within a couple of weeks, it started looking like crap, and it's not good. I have to wipe up every single little water droplet so that my countertop doesn't etch. That's pathetic. But anyway, that's like our drama behind the scenes. We're going back and forth. We're still having house stuff done, and we've had them come check. They fixed our roof. They've patched our drywall. They've come looked at our countertops a couple of different times. They sent a stone person who told us it was marble right off the bat. They also have looked at they fixed a couple of little tiny holes in our grout that were just messed up. They are coming to stain our grout. We've had them come look at our electrical. Our can lights were blinking, so they replaced all of our can light bulbs because it meant some of them were faulty. They also came and looked at our electrical, which is not done yet. They looked at our ceiling fan because they forgot a bulb in our ceiling fan, and also the ceiling fan, the bulbs are lit even when the ceiling fan is off. The bulbs stay lit. So they've had the ceiling fan people out, they've had the electrical people out. We still don't know what's going on with the ceiling fan. Like, just all this stuff piled on to what should be a really great, happy time. We're dealing with pandemic, we're dealing with racial inequalities, we're reconciling our own white privilege here. Even all this stuff sounds privileged, like how much I spent on those countertops and I didn't get the right ones. I'm privileged to even have that be my complaint right now. We have food, we have shelter, and I'm just worried about my stinky countertops, and it's hard to post this and show my privilege so much when I know so many people are struggling with basic things. We've been donating to the Central Texas Food Bank as much as possible. I donated what I thought was going to be all my birthday money, and then I ended up getting more birthday money, so I got to donate that as well. And right now, I'll leave the link to Central Texas Food Bank, by the way. Right now, they're matching donations, so I'm really trying to pump in some donations for them as much as I can. But yeah, all the stuff's kind of weighing me down, and then having to deal with like the petty stuff on top of it when I'm like, people have real problems. I just want to spend time with my family, and I'm having to go through all this crap to get our house to where it needs to be. It's just annoying. Thank goodness for my game. But anyway, I think that's all I'm going to talk about right now. I just threw like all of the stuff out at you right now. I will link to a couple of things down below, relevant things. I'm gonna try to have an Animal Crossing video for you guys. I'm gonna try to edit the old footage that I have. I sat down and fed Stella and talked to the camera, like catching up once I figured out my computer was working correctly. So that's gonna be my next vlog, and then I'll go back and backtrack with other vlog footage for you guys. But I think that's it for right now. I hope you guys like this really rambly, weird update vlog. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do next. And yeah, so there you go. I hope you'll like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.